Hello there and welcome back to part 2 of the Mega Man tutorial. So last time we took down Gutsman, Cutman, Leckman. Now we're going to go on to Iceman. Iceman is probably the easiest of the remaining 3 and is actually my favourite level from the original Mega Man. So this should be fun. It's got some quite annoying gimmicks in it, but we've got the Elect Beam, we've got the Magnet Beam, so this should be a walk in the park. First of all, equip your Elect Beam, because this will be very useful towards some of the earlier enemies. We only need like 2 shots for the boss, so as long as you don't go too crazy, you should be fine. So as soon as you see that guy, hit him with the Elect Beam, same with the next couple of guys, as soon as you see him, hit him. These are quite annoying enemies, and they will just fly off randomly, so you really don't want them to hit you. Here you can use a Magnet Beam, but I prefer to keep it, and instead I use the Elect Beam to take out the annoying things on the floor and the penguins. Again, don't worry too much. I mean, if you pick up weapon upgrades like that, you should be sorted. Oops. There we go, got the floor thing as well. So yeah, I'm doing really well for ammo here. Oh, that one just disappeared. So I've lost a bit of health, but it's not too bad. Okay, now if you did lose a bit of health, the good thing is you can get some more down here. Don't bother wasting your Elect Beam on it, just hit them with a normal shot. Right, now I'm at full health. And we can go down here. Now here's where you need your Magnet Beam, so equip that before you go down. Whoops. And you want to start off by making a quick one in the ground, doing a little hop, doing another, and another, and another. It should only take like 3 or 4 to get to the top, so that's all you need. Now I'm going to do the same thing to get across here. This time, wait for your first block up here, create a little one, jump up, create a little one, create a little one, jump across. Easy peasy. Now as long as you didn't go too crazy, you should have about half of your thing left. If so, just fire a long one, run across, and just do that with a few of them. Hop down here and get a refill. If you get hit, use the pause trick to make sure you don't fall off the edge like that. Because if you fall off the edge like that, it's shit. So instead we get hit, and we keep on. So I'm creating one, jumping across, creating another, jumping across, creating another, jumping across, creating another, and I'm there. You can get this life if you want, but it can be a bit finicky to get, like so. Okay, here we've got weapon refills, so if you do need to get some more Elect Beam ammo, you can. I'm just going to use it to refill that because, you know, why the hell not? As you go down here, you'll face one of those big eyes. Just get next to them, hopefully they'll do a big hop over you. If not, don't sweat it. As you walk through here, you can equip your Elect Beam, and you can take care of any of these anyway. You can jump over them as well. The first one it's usually best to shoot, and the rest you can just hop over when they appear. Easy peasy. For the boss, we're just going to use the Elect Beam and the pause trick. So as soon as he appears, fire, pause as soon as it hits him, and then as soon as he stops flashing like that, press pause twice again, and he'll start flashing, lose more health, pause twice again, and he's dead. Easy peasy. Sometimes he'll jump up and start his attack, so you'll have to wait till he lands on the floor before firing a second one. If so, I mean it's just 2 Elect Beam hits, you should still be fine. His attack is pretty difficult to avoid, but as long as you fire at him pretty quickly, he shouldn't hit you, all being well. But you should have plenty of health, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so after we've done Iceman, we're moving on to Fireman. This one is a little bit of a tricky stage, and honestly a little bit of a bugger, but it's not too bad. So it starts out, and we've got these things. So what you want to do is equip your Elect Beam. Now if you just stand where you are but face to the left, you can take care of them. Don't worry about like picking up any things or all. Use your Elect Beam, clear them out. Do the same thing again with these ones. If you get hit, it's no massive deal, but there we are. You don't need to worry about that one. Now we're just going to leg it across. So wait for that fire to go, jump across, and try and avoid these fires if you can. Okay, as we jump up, we've avoided them all. Now you can get some health here by jumping over the fire. You can even freeze it and hop across, but honestly I don't feel it's really worth it. Just climb up the ladders, hop over to the big ladder. Now here we can get some nice little refuelable energy. What we're going to do is going to jump up and we can hop nicely over these fires. The fires are a little bit of a bugger to avoid, so doing that is definitely helpful. We can do the same thing with these, but I mean honestly there's not really much point, it's quite easy to avoid, but if you want to be safe, just go like that. You can do the same thing here for these fires, and just hop across them using your magnet beam, but again it's not really a necessity. Here we've got refillable health, so that health you lost earlier, we can get that way. Now just run across here, don't worry if you get hit by the fire, and pop down here. Make sure that you land on here. If you get hit by the fire, do your little pause trick and you should make sure you stay on the platform. I didn't, but that's because I'm cocky. You can use your magnet beam as well to get across here nice and safe. But again, try your best to avoid the fire. Don't worry too much if you get hit. You should still have plenty of health like I do. This room is a bit of a pain in the ass. Avoiding this fire is pretty much near and impossible. What you do instead, use a magnet beam, hop up here. Easy peasy. You don't even need to jump up. This part is a little bit of a fucker. We've got these annoying little rockets. So what you want to do is just keep on running past, jump over them where possible, and try your best to get rid of the... Oops. Damn it. Yeah, those things on the floor. You want to get rid of those if possible. Just be a little bit careful because you want to make sure that those rockets don't explode in your face. As we go on, we've got these fire things before the boss. You can just use your ice thing to freeze them. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait until it's coming down, hop over, we can jump in the middle. And then once it freezes, you can do it again, jump over the second one. Here we've got these things, which you can use your elect beam to get rid of. Nice and easy. Just as soon as you see them, hop up and fire them. We've got some nice little health refills, so that's very nice. Just make sure you switch to ice before you go through the boss door. As soon as you go through the boss door, wait until he gets full health and fire him. We're going to do the exact same thing as we did with Iceman, basically. So fire, pause, stops flashing, pause twice again, whoop, again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Ta-da! Dead. Easy peasy. Job is, as they say, a good one. So those two bosses were an absolute cakewalk. We've got something a little bit more difficult now. Not necessarily the boss is more difficult than the last two, but still not too bad. The level's a bit of a fucker though, so I'll guide you through the level. The level is kind of weird. I don't really like this level. He's in fact my least favourite of the Robot Masters up until now. So I'll guide you what to do. Basically what you want to do is try your best to shoot these hopping things, but they're very annoying. Right. Well, there we go. I've lost some health, but don't worry too much about it. Now we're going to wait at these spots, and as soon as the explosion happens, just jump across, like this. Wait, jump, and across. Now for this, what you can do is just hop across here, wait for the gap, do the same with this one, jump across. This one's a little bugger, wait until it fires twice, jump across. And then we're up here. Not too bad. Now for this I usually switch to the elect beam. What we're going to do is we're going to climb up this ladder, and as soon as the thing's open, we're going to fire them. Whoop. It's best to switch to elect beam before, otherwise that will happen. But it's no biggie. So fire, fire, and we've fallen through. A safer way is just to shoot it, and just run to the top. So we've got hit a couple of times, but don't worry too much, because there's a health refill here, and that'll get us back to full health. If you've lost quite a bit of health, you might not be at full health, but you're going to be near enough. As we go through here, we meet one of the most annoying enemies in the game, and it's the one I hate the most. The only effective way to deal with them is using the ice thing. So what you want to do is just keep on firing your ice, and that will freeze them in place, like so. And you can just jump over him at that point. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Don't matter, we can use our elect beam to get rid of these. just fire at these. Don't worry too much about wasting your elect beam, we don't need it for the boss or anything. Just keep on firing, take care of these. Hop over them if you can, if not, elect beam them. You can jump across like so, and again you can destroy the annoying things. I got hit, but it doesn't really matter. And we're going up. Whoops, that was a mistake. From here we want to go the bottom route. It's a little bit longer, but it's safer because then you're not going to get hit by the rockets. If you go the top route, you always get hit by a rocket. I mean, not always, but it usually happens. You want to select the ice beam and then jump up and fire. That'll freeze them in place. Then you want to rush across fast as you can and try and get across like so. If you're fast, then these other two won't respawn. If you're slow, no problem. You can just freeze the others. We have another Sniper Joe now, but this one, he's a bit annoying because he's right there, so it's quite difficult to jump over him. You could still do it, like this, but chances are you're going to get hit. But it doesn't really matter so much. You want to equip your fire thing, and we're going to jump down here. I've got half health, so I'm going to make it down to the bottom, but what we're going to do is we're going to basically just keep on hammering the pause button, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid these annoying things. So just keep on hopping. See, we've got through that one, keep on tapping, and we've got through the other two. Sometimes you'll hit him, but you should still survive. For the boss, first thing we're going to do is face to the left, wait until he jumps across, pause, double pause, and he stops flashing, double pause, double pause, double pause, just like the other bosses, and he's dead. It can be a bit unpredictable with his jumps, but usually he jumps over to the left here. For that one he jumped to the right, but then afterwards he jumped over my head, so that was a little bit more difficult, but only just. So those are the next three Robot Masters. They're still relatively straightforward, not as easy as the other three, but there we go. Anyway, next we're going to dive into Dr. Wily's stage. Dr. Wily's stage is a bit of a mixed bag. It has a reputation for being really hard, but it's not as difficult as you might expect. We'll go into it next time and I'll show you how to beat Dr. Wily's stages. Thanks all for watching, bye.